November is here, and man, what an absolutely awesome time of year. The equinox on the sports calendar when we are just reveling in action from the World Series to playoff soccer to, of course, a loaded slate of college football. No college football game was bigger than the one in Knoxville tonight. Tennessee and Oklahoma, two teams needing a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Dark mode at Neyland. Vols rocking the all-black look, and the crowd followed suit. Let's skip to the third quarter. Vols up by one, but Oklahoma is threatening, and Oklahoma is scoring. Xavier Robinson puts the Sooners up by 6, and a huge kick here. Tate Sandal from 55 yards away. He has got it. Oklahoma takes a 2-score lead in the fourth, and the Vols, they had their struggles against the SEC's top defense, but they need a score here, and Aguilar hits Mike Matthews under 2 minutes left. Vols are within just 2, but boy, the Sooners, they had the answer for everything. Tennessee threw at them. Read option. John Mateer has the game-sealing touchdown, so Oklahoma walks into Neyland on dark mode night, and they stun the Vols 33-27 as the final. Tennessee falls to 6-3, and their playoff chances hang on by a thread. To Jacksonville, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, Georgia and Florida, and the Dogs, they don't waste time. Right down the field on drive one, Gunnar Stockton to Dylan Bell, 7-0, but a lot of questions surround this Gator team after firing Billy Napier, and boy, DJ Lagway and the Gator offense answered those questions early. Lagway hits an open Trey Wilson. We're tied at 7, and we would be tied at 10 at the half, and just like in the first half, Georgia goes right down the field on drive one of the second half. Noah Thomas taking a hit and hanging on. The boy, the Gators, do not be fooled by their record. They are loaded with talent. Few players more talented than their big back, Jaden Ball. This game is tied at 17 in the fourth quarter, but the Dogs are no stranger to close games and big moments. Down 3 with 4 minutes left. How about the redshirt freshman, Chauncey Bowens, just gliding through the Gator defense. Georgia retakes the lead, and they would not relinquish it. Georgia has beaten Florida for a 5th straight year. The Dogs get to 5-1 in the SEC, 7-1 overall. 24-20 is the final. The 9th-ranked 7-1 Vanderbilt Commodores are on the road in Austin, and this game started a lot like how many thought it would before the season. Texas firing on all cylinders, leads it 24-3 midway through the second quarter, but Diego Pavia, he will never, and I mean never, stop fighting. It's 34-10 in the fourth, and Pavia doing it himself, showing off the wheels, the scramble for 6, now just 4 minutes to play. And how does this happen? Vanderbilt's leading receiver, the always dangerous tight end, Eli Stowers, is left wide, and I mean wide open for a 67-yard touchdown pass. Now under a minute to go. Vandy is down 10. Still a lot needs to happen, but this is part of that. Pavia to Richie Hoskins. Vanderbilt is within 3. Of course, they have to go for the onside kick, and oh my goodness, does Vanderbilt have it? Man, oh man, it looked like for a second they had recovered it, but the ball goes out of bounds. So there is your ball game. Vanderbilt almost makes a ridiculous comeback, but the Longhorns keep their playoff hopes alive with a 34-31 win to Finley Stadium. It's homecoming for the Chattanooga Mocs. Terrell Owens running that with the team, and it's an important game as the Mocs hope to stay alive in the SoCon title race. The Western Carolina Catamounts hope otherwise. Teron Dickens, maybe the best quarterback in the country. Here he hits James Tyre for our first score and for our second score. Western Carolina still undefeated in the conference, lead at 14-0 early, but when the Mocs go down, that's when seemingly they're at their best. Camden North launching deep down the field, and wide open is Markel Quick. Boy, did he get down the field quick, pun intended. And this is on 4th and goal. This is the give to Ryan Ingram, and he powers his way in. UTC is on the board. It's 14-7. Western Carolina, and T.O. enjoying a nice hefty bag of popcorn on the sideline in a typical T.O. fashion, chirping some of the Catamount players. But Dickens, he just kept firing. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Once again, it's Tyre who has 3 catches and, 3 touchdowns. Mocs down 21-7 at the half. But if you know UTC, you know this game is far from over. Camden Orth darts it to the tight end, Nathan Everly Rodriguez. Mocs back within 7 after a big 4th down stop. Chattanooga threatening once again. Orth wanted the screen. It wasn't there. Camden says, all right, I'll do it myself. He finds his way in, and Camden North is pumped, as is the Hall of Famer. TL is loving what he is seeing. We've got a tie ball game in the second half, but Teron Dickens, all this man does is make plays, moving around the pocket and dropping it in the bucket. Not tired this time. Michael Rawson, nice grab. He has 6. Western Carolina scored again, so they now lead by 14, but UTC, they just continue to fight. How about Jesus Durant showing off the shiftiness and the dance moves? Mocs once again down by 7. Final 30 seconds. It's 35-38. Catamounts lead. Mocs need a touchdown. Camden North reversing field, thrown across his body, and that is not a Moc. That is a cat. Cameron Dabney has the interception, and Cameron Dabney has the game. Mocs, they battled and got so close to a huge conference win, but Western Carolina improves to 5-0 in SoCon play. They win it on homecoming, 35-28. But ladies and gentlemen, how about some playoff soccer? The Red Wolves are hosting round 1 of the USL League One playoffs at CHI Memorial Stadium. It's Portland Hearts of Pine out of Portland, Maine, not Oregon, who are in town, and it's Portland Hearts of Pine who strike first in the 55th minute. And despite Chattanooga's best efforts to get it towards goal, the Red Wolves see their season come to an end with a 1-0 loss in the quarterfinals. And folks, Game 7 of the World Series is still ongoing in Toronto over on Fox Chattanooga as we speak. We are witnessing one of the all-time great World Series games and what has been one of the all-time great World Series. Miguel Rojas tied the game in the 9th inning with a solo home run for the Dodgers, and that is where we stand in the 10th, tied at 4 with the World Series title on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the truly great days of sports, and we didn't even mention basketball or hockey. You just gotta love this time of year. Don't go away. More news and weather is after the break.